Hey guys, welcome back again to the Zeal Cigar Review. Today I'm going to do something kind of fun to test my employees' ability to identify the value of a cigar and see how much they actually like the cigar. Neither of them know the cigars I'm giving them. I'm giving them 4 different cigars, and we're going to see if they can find the price point and the value in these cigars. They're going to smoke them, tell me what they think about them. Then they're going to come back and give it a value score. I have part-time Dave here today, and of course, know-it-all JB. So give me a second. I'm going to bring them in. I'm going to blindfold them, so it's going to get kind of weird. But all next on the Zeal Cigar Review.
Well, you asked what the blindfolds are for, so now you're going to freaking find out. Move your ass over here. You're a little too much now. All right, you're good.
We're touching legs.
That's not my leg.
All right. Hey guys, I'm going to give you each a cigar. All right, I'm going to light it for you and everything else like that. I'm going to show the camera what I'm giving you before I actually give it to you. So these, I'll give you a hint. These are labeled cigars, okay? These are labeled cigars.
Are you taking it off? Take the label off.
I'm not going to take the label off.
Take it off.
Nope. Nope.
Such a plush blindfold.
Okay, this is cigar number 1. That's cigar number 1. That's going to Dave.
My hand's out.
All right, Dave.
All right. Is it lit?
Yeah, it is lit.
Dave, are you self-conscious about what you look like smoking when you can't see yourself
Yeah,
smoking?
I kind of feel weird. This is a good cigar, though. Oh, yeah. This is good.
This is JB's cigar right here.
It's like shaped almost like a Yagua. But I know it's not a Yagua.
This is a good stick, though. I like this one. A little spicy on the retrohale. Got some nutty.
I know Braille. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I can't even tell if I'm blowing smoke out right now.
A little bit of nuttiness on like the late finish. Some like musky, earthy grassiness. Little spice.
This one, it smells like a Maduro, but almost doesn't taste like one. It's confusing.
It's got a little bit of like an off-putting taste to it, but it's not bad.
Okay, I'm going to give you guys a second to get into it a little bit. We're going to pause the video. Okay, guys, you're about a quarter way in. What are you thinking so far about the cigar?
It has a great nutty cocoa taste to it, but it's very light with a little hint of spice, a little pepperness on the retrohale.
Okay.
It's all around good, which is kind of throwing me off because it smells like a Maduro, but it's a lighter Maduro, if that makes any sense. It's very good. I can definitely smell the difference in his cigar, though. I smell a lot of grassy, earthy notes on his cigar. Almost like reminds me of like a fire cure, like a Kentucky fire cure.
JB, what about your notes?
Some like toasty nuts, some like toasted nuts. A little bit of like a earthy muskiness, a little bit of sweetness, some light spice. It's pretty solid. I would imagine it probably doesn't change much. Nice toasty breadiness to it with a little bit of spice. It's not terrible.
Yeah, this is like a baker spice.
Well, I'm going to take those cigars from you. I'm going to give you 2 more cigars here in a second. So we're going to pause the video and we'll come back with your other cigars. This is JB's second one right here.
Man, these blindfolds are really comfortable.
This is Dave's second cigar. There you go. Now puff. Okay.
That flavor changed.
Mine's pretty similar to the first one with just a little bit more spice to it.
Yeah, mine, it still has like that baker spice to it, but it tastes lighter than the last one. Oh yeah. It's more creamy, lighter, buttery, but it still has that baker spice to it.
Yeah, there's a lot more spice on this one.
It's creamy like a Connecticut, but then it still has that baker spice and you get that peppery notes through the retrohale.
Okay.
With still the nutty finish.
Probably gave us the same cigars.
I know. Is this the same cigars with... Are we both smoking the same cigars?
Nope.
Or is this the same cigar with a different wrapper?
Nope.
Is this a Connecticut?
Yes.
Yeah, this one's nice and creamy. Like a nice buttery finish to it. This is a good morning smoke right here.
JB, what's your assessment of the cigar you're smoking right now?
Very similar to the first one I smoked. Just a lot more spice tingle in the nose. Like way more tingle in the nose. I don't know if I would say that this one was as flavorful as the last one at this point.
All right.
Maybe a little richer.
So this one's a lot lighter. It has a very creamy, buttery back taste to it, but it still has that baker spice and that pepperiness to it.
Okay.
Definitely a solid filler. I can tell it's a Connecticut. It's a Connecticut wrapper.
Yeah, this is very similar to the last one I smoked, just not as sweet and a little bit spicier.
Okay.
Not as much toasted breadness.
Let me have your cigars. Just put your cigars forward. Put your arm out more. Okay, there we go.
So, pro tip: if you ever get blindfolded and you have a can, you got to use your finger to find the hole so you don't dump it all over you.
Ooh, it is bright.
Dave, there's your first cigar right there.
This is the first one?
Yep.
Yeah, that's a Maduro wrapper.
And there's yours, JB. Go ahead and smoke them now. Is the smoking experience better without being blindfolded?
Yes,
Okay.
definitely. I like to look at my cigars when they burn. Is that weird?
Yeah. No, not at all. Not at all. Describe your smoking experience and rate on a scale from 1 to 10. What would your experience be with the cigars you currently have?
With the first one, this one,
Yes.
for me, I love Maduros. So this one's a solid 8.
Solid 8?
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, JB?
Give it a 7.
Give it a 7? Okay.
Give it a 7.
Okay. Would you ascribe a value to that then? Would you say it's a $10 cigar, $8 cigar, $20 cigar, $15 cigar?
This is probably.
say-
Go ahead. This is probably like at least like a $7 cigar.
$7?
Yeah.
Okay. JB?
I'm gonna go $1, Bob.
$1.
$1.
I'm gonna say it's probably less than $8 for sure.
Less than $8?
It might be even less than 7,
Okay.
judging off of how much tobacco I ate today.
Okay. Okay. All right.
I mean, just looking at it versus not being able to see it, it looks more quality, at least in the ash,
Okay.
than it tasted. But it also is kind of, it's not super smooth either, which tells me that it's probably not an $8 to $10 cigar.
Okay.
Dave's is blowing up.
Yeah,
Okay.
this one's really rough.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead and put this down. I'll bring you your second cigars.
The flavors completely change. I feel like the fillers like are almost the same. It's just the wrapper. Did you give us like the same cigar with different wrappers? I know I asked you that earlier, but I feel like it's the same filler.
I don't know. We're going to find out in a second. Tell me your smoking experiences on that.
For this one,
Better.
this one's not bad. This is a good morning smoke. I'll give this one another 8.
Okay.
I feel like it's in the same price, $6 to $7.
Okay.
The wrapper, like the other one's kind of rough,
Okay.
but overall, I mean, it's good. It's a good stick.
Okay. What about you, JB?
I like the flavor of the first one better, but the draw and overall smoke output of this one is a lot better and easy. So I'm gonna give them the exact same because where one lacks,
7?
where one lacks in flavor,
Okay.
the other one picks up in, I think, just the way it's smoked. Even the burn's a little bit smoother.
Would you then ascribe a value to that? How valuable is a cigar? 8 to 10, 10, 12, whatever you're going to say.
Yeah, I'd pay $6, $7 for this cigar.
$6, $7?
Easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
JB, what about you?
I'd say it's another one that's under 8. I think you gave us a couple under 8 today.
Okay.
Looking at the cap, looking at the cigar.
What if I were to tell you those cigars are $2.80 a piece?
$2.80
$2.80 a piece. What would be your value score on that?
for that price. 10.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine.
What kind of cigars did you give him?
You're gonna find out in a second. What about you, JB?
You feeling okay?
Yeah. For the price point and the flavor, it's not a bad cigar.
I'll bump it up a little bit over the smoking score and go like 7.5.
7.5?
7 point for $2, dude.
280.
Yeah, dude. For I would say this one, I would give a higher value score for me personally.
Okay.
Because I like the taste of this one better. I would say this one I would give us like a 7.8 for that value. This one I would give a 7.5 for that value.
Are you guys ready to find out what you smoked? Is there any guesses to what you smoked?
No.
For the brand, no. It's
JB, this is your first
kind of tastes
cigar?
like a brick house.
This is your first cigar? The Quorum Havana Q.
yeah.
Dave, this is your first cigar. It's the Quorum Maduro.
It kind of tastes like a brick house.
Your second cigar, Dave, was the Quorum. So you're right. Maybe same filler, right? And it's a Quorum Connecticut. And JB had the Quorum Natural, I
Yeah.
believe. Yeah, the Quorum Natural.
That tasted
Okay.
like a natural. That's not the natural. Definitely wasn't as good as the Q.
Quorum boasts itself as the #1 imported bundled cigar in the entire world.
It's a good stick. It's not bad.
I'll say this: if we were comparing to factory smokes, these are way better.
I would 1,000% agree.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're better than the factory smoke.
So overall experience with the Quorums is what?
It's not bad. It's not bad for an everyday cigar.
Yeah, not something that I've smoked very often, or probably would grab to smoke often. But I think this would fit a lot of people's budget for an everyday smoke for sure. It was this close to getting the 8 out of me. It's close, but I've had some other budget sticks that are $1 more that have a little bit more flavor, I would say.
Well, there you have it. The #1 imported bundle cigar in the entire world absolutely did impress both Dave and JB. So let me ask you, what do you think about Quorum cigars? Have you had the Quorum? Have you had the Havana Q? Have you had the Maduro, the Natural, or the Connecticut? Which one was your favorite and why? And is it one of the best value sticks you've ever got for your money? Drop a comment below. We'll meet you down in the comments and try to figure out what is the best value stick that any of us ever had. And that's all for the Zeal Cigar Review. I've been Bradley. Thanks for joining us, and we're out of here like last year. Peace.